Hello, everyone. Welcome to today's webinar. And my name is Rita, the product solution engineer from GoodWe EPDM. After my colleague talked about the application of PV building material on industry roofs last week, my focus today is more specific on the application on single-ply roof structures. This structure can be used not only for new roofs, but also for the renovated, which is a popular roofing structure nowadays. GoodWe new product named the Galaxy can be perfectly applied to this kind of roof. The presentation will take about 30 minutes. During the process, you can leave your questions in the question box. My colleagues will reply online. And if any questions cannot be slowed due to the time, we will reply by the email. So let's start to today's content. The slide divided into the 4 parts. At the beginning, I will introduce the single-ply roof symbols and also the single-ply roofs, the memory. And then I will describe the Galaxy roofing system solution. And at the end of the presentation, I will give you a just brief introduce the GoodWe whole system solution. So let's go to the part 1. It's about single-ply roof symbols. The roofing system consisting of the single-ply membranes, insulation materials, vapor barrier system components, and the mechanical fixing, etc. The waterproofing memory is the main components of the single-ply roofing, and the common types include the TPO, PVC, EPDM, SBS, and APP. This slide shows the single-ply roof structure. The roof deck can be metal roof or the concrete roofing. On the top of this is the vapor barrier, which is used to prevent indoor vapor go into the insulation layer and affecting the building's thermal insulation effect. The isolation layer between the waterproofing memory and the isolation layer is to avoid the negative effects to bonding and the mechanical beat and also the chemical reaction between the two agendas, the materials. And the top of the waterproofing memory, which provides reliable protection to the roof. These are 2 common waterproofing memory fixing methods, the full adhesion and mechanical fixing. The full adhesion methods to use the glue or other adhesive to fix the memory in the roof. The mechanical fixing method is to use the fasteners to fix. Both the methods need to deal with the lap between the 2 pieces of material. For the mechanical attached methods, it's more suitable for the P type of PVC and T type of TPO, the screen reinforced the EPDM, the SBS, and APP. For the full adhesion, it's more suitable for the L and GL type of PVC, the L type of TPO. No one reinforced the type of EPDM. The different fixing methods should depend on the type of roofing. Both of the above methods are to fix the memory on the roof. Will the lap joints between the materials or requires the use of hot air welding techniques. For small areas and detailing welding, you can use a handing air gun. And for large area, you need to use the welder. A mature worker can complete the 2,000 square meters of TPO isolation per day use a welder. Okay, so let's go to the part 2. It's about the single-ply roof memory. The TPO and PVC belong to the plastic class of polymer waterproofing memory. and EPDM belongs to the rubber class. The SBS and APP is modified advanced waterproofing memory. The characters of the above materials are different. For the TPO, it has very good waterproof performance. Bending at the minor 50 degrees will not appear cracks. Anti-heat aging temperature up to the 150 degrees, and it is very eco-friendly. During the process, it does not release toxic gases, and materials can be recycled. PVC is also a very widely used waterproofing memory. Its low and high temperature resistance is a little bit worse than the TPO, and also the life. But the advantage is that it's a higher fire rating, and the material is softer and easier to install. In comparison, in comparison, the two types, the price of a modified asphalt waterproofing memory is lower. The disadvantage is worse weather resistance. Server life is more is shorter. So in conclusion, the plastic type polymer waterproofing memories are current the mainstream choice. There's two types of memory comparison. The polymer membrane has a very obvious advantage. Yeah, in terms of the appearance, the white TPO and the PVC are more visually appealing, while the SBS and APP memories are black and crack after the period of use. When installing the rooftop PV system, a white environment reflects more light to enhance the PV generation. Conversely, in a black roof, more heat is absorbed, making the PV system work in a very hot environment. So it will reducing the power generation efficiency and make it fire risk. So why we choose the TPO? The advantage of TPO is more than it can be provided the waterproofing for the roof. If you want to install the PV system on the roof, the TPO and the PV system, they are the best choice and matched. The water leak is a very common problem for industry buildings. For metal roof, the leak because of the rust and aging of metal layer. For concrete roof, leak happen because of the cracking of the intersection joints of the roof structure. Installing a PV system on such roofs will not only increase the potential for water leak, but also rust the PV brackets, reduce their lifespan. It is very difficult to spot the leak, and the maintenance is also very difficult. Sometimes we even need to renovate the roof by removing the PV panels to repair the leaks, which is very costly and disruptive to on-site activities. Leak of roof load is another common roofing problem. Usually, the roofs of the older industry factories have poor structure stability, and there is a risk of collapse when the PV system are installed on such roofs. Insufficient roof load, the weight of conventional PV, and need to install the PV brackets and the bases especially for the old roofs, is such a big challenge. So the main requirement for the installing the PV system on the roof is not only to consider how much PV can be installed on the top on the roof, and how much electricity can be generated, but how safety and stable should be. Safety here not only refers to the electricity safety, but also structure and waterproofing safety. Okay, now I will introduce the Galaxy roof system solution. For this problem, GoodWe newly launched the Galaxy can perfectly solve this problem. This is the appearance of the Galaxy. And now I will play a video to show the details information of the product. It is a good solution for roofs with low load-bearing capacity. In addition, it means less cost in labor installation and storage. The weight of the product is about 6 kilograms per square meter, and the minimum requirement for the installation of roof load is only the 8 kilograms. These slides show the product data sheet. The weight density is just 6 kilograms per square meter, and the structure of the Galaxy is 2 layers of KPF and 2 layers of the EPE. In addition, there are 1.6 millimeter glasses in the middle of the product to provide the protection of the safety, and the max power is the 315 watts, and power density is 174 watts per square meter. The Galaxy and TPO memory can meet 25 years of waterproofing life together. For conventional PV panel with the steel tile, just can provide 5 to 8 years of service life. The product has excellent hail resistance because there is a layer of thin reinforced glasses in the middle of the product as a protective layer, allowing our product to withstand the worst use environments and has been tested with the 25mm hail. After product testing, there are no invisible cracks in the cells. Besides, we have done wind test to the product as this slide shows. We can see the product can stand a strong wind and firmly bonded to the roof bases. The quality of the product has been regularly tested. The Galaxy has also been tested for the hotspot by shedding part of the cells. When the cells get hot up to the 129 degrees, but the power only drops by the 0.53%, and the product still meets the REC standards. In addition, the concrete roof or metal roof full of the TPO memory can be installed directly after the hot air welding Galaxy products. The difference is that the flat roof, we will set up the thermal grate used as a ventilation channel. The structural safety and durability of the Galaxy is achieved by the welding the TPO memories on both sides with the structural glue assist in the middle, which is flexibly contact used EPDM single side plast. The matting system allows the load on the surface of the product to be transferred to the roofing system below through this flexible buffer. Here's the video to show how to install the Galaxy onto the roof. And this method is called the hot air welding. This slide shows the application scenario of the Galaxy. It has been installed on the warehouse roof in GoodWe industry. This project is 216 kilowatts and used 772 pieces of the Galaxy. And next is the project is still ongoing in Beijing, China. The greenhouses requires lightness and light transmission. So the Galaxy is a very good choice. This project is located at Nanjing, China. This project used 208 pieces of Galaxy and it's 58 kilowatts. This product no need to install the brackets, which saves about 40% installation time and highly recognized by the owner after its installation. The part 2 is about the GoodWe whole system solution. We can provide the total system solution from the PV building material into inverters, storage, monitoring, and the EV chargers. These service products can be provided, and the product quality and safety are always our aim. If you have any questions, please send them through the chat box or send us the email, and we will be glad to answer your question. So that's all about today's presentation. You can leave your question at the chat box. Okay, thank you for today and see you next time.